Got wide receiver Chad Hansen joining us now. And Chad, what have you been doing to make the most of all the extra reps you've been getting here early on in Texans training camp, man?
Well, I mean, Coach OB always preaches make the most of every opportunity you got. So, I've been lucky enough to get some, great opportunities with the ones this camp. So, just trying to make the most of it every day.
What have you learned about yourself getting those chances with the ones?
Well, I think I've learned I love to compete. And going ones versus ones, it's always, you always got the best DBs and stuff. So it's always fun, trying new stuff, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, watching, the other receivers and, picking their brains. We got a lot of vets in the room, so it's fun to figure that out.
What do you think's different about you this year as opposed to last? Is it simply you're getting these chances, or have you gotten better in certain areas, you think?
Well, I think COVID kind of helped me out a little bit. I was able to work on some things that I knew that I needed to work on to get better, to get faster, to get more athletic, to be injury free, all that stuff. So, the whole off time, I spent a lot of time working. So I'm just kind of happy that I'm getting these opportunities now to show what I can do.
You grew up in Moore Park, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong, about a dozen miles or so just north of Malibu, California. Were you back home there during the pandemic, or where were you in the off season?
Yeah. So I split time. I was living at home for a while in Ventura County, and then I moved down with actually Kahale Waring. Me and him got a little spot down in Orange County. Worked out there, threw some quarterbacks. So, tried to stay ready because they didn't really know. It was kind of up in the air if we were going to report what the whole thing was. So, just staying ready every day. Every week. Everything changes. So, it was a cool environment.
No doubt. And there were some times I know where you were able to work out with Deshaun Watson, and y'all did it safely. Y'all had all the protocols in place, but what was that like, and how beneficial do you think that's been for you?
Man, I mean, it was awesome, because last year, I came into training camp. I didn't really get any reps with him really at all last year because I was on the practice squad. I was doing, a lot of stuff with AJ. Mm-hmm. So being able to get with Deshaun this past summer and off season was huge for me, just to gain that trust, get those reps. And, the trust is huge between a receiver and quarterback. So that's really the biggest thing.
I'm guessing based off those reps you had with McCarron, a lot of his tendencies is not, I don't want to say ticks, but basically the little things to get in connection with him. You pick up on some of that with Watson, like you were talking about?
Yeah. I mean, Deshaun's so smart. He can see the defense, better than anybody I've been with. So just being around him, listening to him talk about coverages, about these different routes and stuff. So it's just, when you get into the game, when you get into a play, it's just easy because you know how he's seeing it, and he's always going to make the right decision, and you just have to be there for him to trust you to be in that spot to get you the ball. So
tell us what it's like when you go through a drill like you did today with the ones and you head back to the sideline and then they yell, "Hey Chad, we need you back out here," and you go through it with the twos as well. That's got to make you feel good, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah. I mean, it is tough though. It's a grind because the sun's beating down on you, that humidity, but it's always good to get reps. Someone in my position, I'm, always hungry for reps. So I'm never gonna, complain about getting too many or being tired so, I love it. I love it all. So.
And that comes kind of on the heels of you catching some punts and returning punts. How comfortable with that are you? What's your background as far as returning punts throughout your football career?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was trying to find a way to get on the field last year, during training camp. And so I saw an opportunity to catch punts, in practice last year. So they saw me do that. They saw that I could catch punts. So they put me back there during a couple games, and I did pretty well. So, I think they're just going to try me out everywhere, and that's great for me. The more you can do, the better your chances are. So kind of like that opportunity. The ball, that's what you want as a playmaker. You want the ball in your hands, and as a punt returner, that ball is coming to you. So, you have an opportunity to make a play.
All right, let's circle back. I didn't know this fact about you and Kahale Waring and Rumen together this offseason. What's that guy like as a roommate?
He's hilarious, man. He's got, stuff going on all the time. He's got stories. He's got, it's never a dull moment with him. So it's really funny to keep up with him and, just be around for everything.
Yeah, he can hoop. He's a good basketball player. I know you like hoops too. Did you guys ever play some one-on-one when you weren't doing, I guess, football stuff this offseason?
Yeah, we would go out to the court and shoot around a little bit. And it's kind of crazy to see someone that big, be able to throw down some dunks that he can. There's some videos of him going, 360 between the legs, and it's wild. But I try to hold my own against him.
Not bad, not bad. So what shows did you binge this off season?
What shows? I'm a big Office fan. The Office, so I've watched that before, but I definitely watched that, once, maybe twice through again. So, it's always on. If I'm doing something, it's kind of like a mindless show. I can, I know what's going on, so I can just put it on in the background and do my thing. So that's the show. That's my go-to every time.
It's an excellent show. So I'm going to ask you a few Office questions. Who is the Dwight Schrute of the Houston Texans?
Wow. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing to be called the Dwight Schrute of the Houston Texans. So right. I don't know if I could say that.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out a little bit with this.
Let's see here.
Who has the most Dwight Schrute tendencies? I've asked this of a few of your teammates, and a few of them have actually said Max Sharping. Could you go with that?
I would say I could see that. I mean,
there's
Max
only
is
one Dwight Schrute,
What's that?
I said there's only one Dwight Schrute.
Yeah. I mean, Max is the nicest guy ever. So, I mean, I guess he kind of fits it a little bit, but he's the nicest dude ever. So.
All right, and then which was the more uncomfortable episode to watch, the Scott's Tots episode or the dinner party at Jan's house, or Jan and Michael's house?
I mean, they're both just cringe the whole time.
Yeah.
But Scott's Tots, that probably takes a cake. I mean, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch.
Yeah, my wife made us turn it off last time it came on. She's like, go to the next one. I can't watch it. So, yeah, I think that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so growing up in Malibu, or not Malibu, but growing up in Southern California, were you a surfer, skater, any of that stuff?
We went to the beach a lot. I didn't ever really get big into surfing actually until this past off season. Just, we were down and I was in, Ventura County, and then I was down in Orange County, and both of them have good waves. So it was fun to pick up a new hobby in the off season, train in the morning and then go out for an evening surf was always a go-to. It was always fun. So
yeah. You able to stay up on the board okay?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I picked it up. It was actually, it's kind of funny. Me and Kahali would kind of he surfed with me too. So it was kind of, back and forth. We'd help each other out. So we picked it up pretty quickly. It was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. What celebrity, if you had to quarantine with one celebrity, who would it be?
One celebrity. I mean, I think that's just staying on The Office, probably Jim. I mean, he's just probably a really chill dude, cool guy. Okay. So, yeah.
Jim, not bad. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the final question is this. Let's say you're trapped in a room, maybe the size of the one you're in right now, and it's filled with food, and the only way you can get out is if you eat your way out of the room. What food do you want that room to be filled with?
I would say pizza, because it's my favorite food. It's kind of heavy though, so it'd be tough to eat the whole thing. Pastas, maybe tacos,
Tacos? All right.
Kind of lighter. It's a lighter food, but still, I never get tired of it. So being from SoCal, there's a lot of good Mexican food. So I think probably tacos, just fill this room up. I'll eat it all.
Tacos. I would have gone with cotton candy because it would dissolve. It's kind of.
Oh, well,
that's just me. Eat tacos. That's a good choice.
Smarter, not harder. Yeah, no, that's very smart.
Well, Chad, it's great talking with you, man. We appreciate the time. Best of luck through the rest of camp, and keep up the great work.
All right. Thank you.
Good stuff, dude. I didn't realize you and Kahali were living together. That's great.
Yeah, it was fun.
I saw him in the cafeteria before all this went down. It was back in like, I think January or February. It might even been during the season, but I was just like talking swimming with him. I'll swim laps in the morning, and he's like, "Yeah, I can do flip turns, but I can't do it when it's like a lot. When they made me do the 500." I was like, "Yeah, I can understand that. That's a lot." Of swimming, so.
I mean, the dude's crazy. He grew up doing cross country. He didn't play football until his senior year in high school. Like, he was a water polo player. So
that's wild. Yeah,
I know, it's crazy.
Are you a little bit older than him, or where do y'all stack up age wise?
Yeah, so I'm 2 years, I think, 2 years older.
Okay. Yeah. So you wouldn't have heard of him when y'all were growing up in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Well, Chad, great stuff, my friend. We'll see you again real soon. Sound good?
Sounds good. Good talking to you.